What's up YouTube? So this video is all about how to book cheap flights to anywhere in the world. Now, who doesn't want to book cheap flights? So I've been doing my research and also I've been trying out some of these methods. I thought I would share these hints and tips with you guys and let me know what you think if you try any of these. There are only a few, but I'm pretty sure they work. So without further ado, let's get started. Oh, and before I get started, support a small YouTube channel by giving me a thumbs up. It really does help with the algorithms and to grow my channel as well. And I really appreciate it as well. And I want to know if people like the video. If you know anyone else who's going traveling, share the video. You never know, it might help them. Okay, so firstly, you're going to want to search for flights on incognito mode or private mode in your browser. This will basically stop websites tracking your activity, tracking which flights you're searching for, and then subsequently raising the prices when they see that you're trying to book a flight to somewhere. This can especially happen if you're looking on lots of different price comparison sites, if you're taking a while, like a few days to actually book your flight. Flight providers will use cookies, which are not the delicious treat, but actually tracking ways of tracking your behaviour online, and if they see that you're really interested in a flight, they will then raise the price. And this is so frustrating when you think you found a good price and then you go to check the day after or next week and then the price has just shot up because it's been raised. But then if you look at it on a different computer, the price might still be the same as what it was before, the cheaper price. So you can avoid all this hassle just by browsing for flights on incognito mode or private mode on your browser. When I'm searching for flights, I usually find that Skyscanner gives me the cheapest price, but sometimes the final price that you see isn't actually the final price because they miss out the extra baggage maybe that might be added on to your flight, and sometimes the price does go up as well. So I like to also go on Momondo, which is another price comparison site, and it basically just double checks the prices, and sometimes it can be cheaper if you go on there as well. It's rarely cheaper if you book through the airline direct. I usually find that the price is probably more expensive as opposed to going on Skyscanner or Momondo, then it's like dramatically cheaper, especially if you're booking like a long haul flight as well. Another website I really like to look at is secretflying.com, and this website basically searches out errors in airline systems and searches out pricing errors as well, and then it will notify you if there is a pricing error, and then you can take advantage of a ridiculously cheap flight to some random place. Going back to Skyscanner though, a really cool function is the everywhere function, and what this does is you can choose your airport that you're flying from, so the airport closest to you, and then you can then search anywhere in the world and it will start off the cheapest place to go from your chosen airport, and then it will go down and list of all the places you can fly to in the world that are cheap to get to. You can also search for direct flights or indirect flights as well to narrow your search. And this function is brilliant for anyone like me who has itchy feet and they just want to go anywhere but they don't know where they want to go, but you've got a budget so it has to be cheap. So I really recommend using Skyscanner for that. So the cheapest time to book your airline ticket is 54 days before you travel. The cheapest days of the week to buy your airline ticket are Mondays, Tuesdays and Wednesdays. And the cheapest times to fly are also Mondays to Thursdays. If you choose to fly on a Friday, Saturday or Sunday, the prices will usually go up. And this is the same with holidays as well. If you're choosing to fly in a school holiday, a national holiday, or when kids are off school, something like that, peak times, the prices are going to go up. But in contrast, if you fly at a non-peak time or when the children are at school, so not school holidays, the prices are going to be a lot lower. So this really goes down to how flexible you can be. The more flexible you can be, the cheaper the flight will be. So sadly, not everyone can be really flexible because busy lives, and if you've got children, for example, then it's difficult. But if you can, then you will see big differences by going at non-peak time. If you can't be flexible with times that you're flying, try to be flexible with the airports that you travel from and the airports that you travel to. For example, if it's cheaper for you to get a train to a different airport as opposed to the one that's closest to you, then it might be better doing that if it's convenient for you. Okay, so my favourite tip is called hidden city ticketing. So say for example you want to go from the UK to Amsterdam, but the price is £90. But then you see that the same ticket from the UK to Poland is £60, but it goes via Amsterdam. You can then get off at Amsterdam and pay the price of the Poland ticket, but just not complete your journey. And by not completing your journey, you're only paying a fraction of the price and you're getting a cheaper ticket. And you're still getting to the place you want to go. However, the downside of this is that you can't take on checked baggage. So you can only take on carry luggage that you can take with you. And this is a really sneaky method, but it's one of my favourites. And it really can save you a lot of money, but you've got to do your research and you've got to shop around for these flights. So for people flying from the UK, something I'm loving at the moment is a website called Jack's Flight Club, and you sign up to his mailing list, and then every week or sometimes twice a week he'll send you like cheap flights from the UK, and like ridiculously cheap to like international destinations. Like for example, there was one to go from Newcastle Airport to Mexico the other week for like 200 and something pounds, which is just crazy. And it was an indirect flight, but still, that's so cheap. And then he gives you the option to go through his website and then purchase these tickets. And it's 100% genuine. Sadly, I haven't had the chance to use it yet because I'm studying and I'm not so flexible, but if anyone has used it, then put in the comments section below, because I'd love to hear what people are saying about that and how people are getting on with it. Sadly, at the moment it is only from UK airports, so yeah. So another way to get cheap flights is to sign up to airline mailing lists. For example, I signed up to Ryanair's mailing list, and I think it was in December they had a crazy flight sale, and they were selling flights from UK airports to France for like £5 to so many different places in France. That is crazy cheap. So yeah, if you sign up to mailing lists, it may be annoying because they might bombard you with emails and, you know, sales things, but you're going to be the first ones to find out about mega sales and cheap flights. Okay, so usually if you want to get cheap flights, going with budget airlines is a really good option. And with budget airlines, they give you the option to add hold luggage or just to take on carry-on luggage with you. Now, I usually don't take on hold luggage because I think the prices they charge for hold luggage are quite ridiculous, but you can usually fit everything you need into a carry-on bag, which you then take on your own. The only downside to this is that you can't take in liquids over 100 millilitres, so you are quite limited to the liquids that you can bring. But usually if you're going away for just a week, a weekend, then you can fit everything you need in just a carry-on. And by doing this, you're avoiding those ridiculous costs to bring on hold luggage, and you're saving yourself some money. So if you guys haven't already, subscribe to my channel, there's more content coming soon. And if you liked this video, give me a thumbs up. And also, I want to know if anyone tries these methods, let me know in the comments section below. And also, if you guys have got any other suggestions that I haven't thought about in this video, please let me know by putting it in the comments section below. And I'll see you soon.